Okay, there was a composer named Joseph Haydn, and he's one of the most famous classical era composers, along with Mozart and Beethoven, whom you probably have heard of. And back in the day, if you're a musician, you probably had to have a patron, like a rich person who will sponsor your musical endeavors. And Haydn used to live with a rich family known as the Esterhazy family. That's their last name. And the word surprise symphony comes from that apparently Haydn had a good sense of humor. So all the musicians, or like, he would write pieces, and all the musicians used to play for all these like rich people having meals, right? And then they'll have these heavy meals and fall asleep during their musical performance. So the story goes that he was tired of them falling asleep during his musical masterpieces, so he would have very gentle tune like this, and as soon as they're about to fall asleep, he will add things like this, to wake them up. And then they'll be like, what just happened? And then it will go immediately back to being very peaceful. So he was kind of a funny man. And this is a good exercise in C major, skipping around. So this is page 64. And the hands are in unison, and we're learning a new articulation called staccato. And staccato is the opposite of legato. It's when there's a note head and then you have little dots on top of it or underneath. So on the side, it's not staccato because that's dotted note, like a dotted half note or a dotted quarter note. So staccato is an articulation sign, as in how to touch the keyboard, and it's either on top or on the bottom. And you have C, C, B, B, G, G, E, unison. Right hand 4, 4, 2, left hand now moved up to B, B, G. Now go back, unison. Same thing as first two measures, right? And remember the notes that we use in measure 3 and 4? Now we're going to play them once each instead of twice. And then it'll be F, D, B, G. Notice how they're all moving in thirds. So there's one note in between. And the right hand C major. And are you ready for it? You gotta be as obnoxious as possible. Yeah, with accent and sudden forte. And before that, it's all like nonchalant, very like, it's just innocent C major. And then we have surprise. And if you have a pedal, you can even put a little pedal down there. All right, surprise symphony.